So now this is the biggest discussion and the biggest headache people have when they are looking to enter into actually any of the 3 developments that we will talk about later on in that area. Let's jump into projects proper. All right, so 3 things I like. Again, we're going to do this in our sort of trademark style. 3 things we like, 3 things we don't like, okay? We would not touch too much into like the nitty-gritty about the project, right? I'm going to share with you some of the things that I feel is important. So first one, Leedon Green, because highest number of votes to ask us to talk about Leedon Green, right? The former tulip garden, where exactly it's along Farrer Road, right? Beside, I think the best landmark I can give you is beside the Leedon lah. Okay, it's a freehold development developed by MCL, of which Elizabeth and I loyal supporters. Both our properties are by MCL, so very big fans of MCL. Good developer, of course I have to say good. I buy from them. Launched in January 2020. So to date, okay, the expected TOP is December 2023. So later part of next year. It's today about 3/4 sold lah, 76%. So schools within 1 km. Okay, so like I said, District 10, everybody likes school. So I wouldn't don't play cheat, right? Because it's sort of playing cheat if I say people like District 10 because of schools, and then in the 3 things I like and don't like, I go and put like being schools, and that's sort of cheating you guys off 1 point. So if it's within the distance of a good school, that is like a given. So if not, then I'll put it as a point that I don't like lah, but I will not put it in as a point I like. Sort of assume that there's good schools in the area unless otherwise stated. And so for Leedon, we have a Nanyang Primary, but 2 blocks out of 1 km. Okay, so just do take note now. You don't go and buy those 2 blocks and then go and think that you can put your kid into Nanyang Primary. So the 2 blocks that are furthest away from the main entrance are the blocks that are not within 1 km of Nanyang. Okay. So like I said, I will not dive into the nitty-gritty layout, how many, where the door is, left and right, whatnot, right? But if you do need that, you can pause this video right now and take a photo. Pause it if you're watching replay. You can't really pause it now because it's a live video. And I'm talking a little bit more so that if you want, you can just take a photo and then scan this QR code. But let me talk about some of the points that I feel is relevant, okay? So 638 units, of which, how are they split up? We have 91 bedders, 310 2-bedders. So the number of 2-bedders within Leedon Green alone is probably already bigger than some of the developments in the Farrer area already. We have 156 3-bedders. 156 3-bedders. 4-bedders, the number it's blocked off, but don't worry, let me see whether I can get that out. 4-bedders, we have 48 4-bedders and 34 5-bedders. 48, maybe I write it here, 40. Whoa. Yes, 48 4-bedders. Alright, the indicative, so the price range, okay? So this is where it's quite interesting. We do have a very big price range within Leedon itself, with the highest PSF hit of 3081 PSF. That is actually for a 700 square feet 2-bedroom. Okay. The average PSF there is 2,700, so it's almost a 250 PSF difference from the lowest to the highest. All the more surprising considering that it is not a high-rise development. So how the developers stagger this, of course, taking advantage of some blocks being within and some blocks not being within 1 km of Nanyang as one of the main things. Also, they staggered because Leedon Green is sort of sandwiched between very busy Farrer Road and also the Holland flyover. They have staggered that as well, with the inward facings being priced a lot more expensive. Okay. Next part, right, for those of you who do follow us, know how much we pay attention to this. The percentage of Singaporeans within the development, so now standing at 77.4%, not the highest among the new launches that we are taking a look at, but still decent enough to sort of show me that the kind of demand here is organic demand, local demand, not flaky demand, so you do not expect prices to come down, you know, if something happens. Yeah? Another interesting note is 17% of the buyers are registered with HDB addresses. But do note, not necessarily all of them are upgraders. Some of them own a HDB, buy second property, pay the ABSD. Also possible, either that or first-time home buyers currently still staying with parents in a HDB but buy a condo as a first property. That also will be classified as a HDB registered address because this is a purchaser address. Okay. Then, so now next up, right, 3 things we like and don't like. The 3 things we like, number 1 is of course the size of the development. It's quite rare to find a unit with this a development with 600 over units freehold in District 10. Not easy to find. So with that, you're going to see a good healthy number of transactions to help push the price upwards. And of course, with that, I put the one below, right? The bonus is that it has very low maintenance fees. I believe the one bidders are coming in at under $300. I think even some of the 2 bidders are at around $300, which is super affordable considering it is within the CCR. So I think all in all, definitely the size of the development is a big plus to us, right? Number 2, the future en blocs that are coming up within the Farrer Park area. So Spanish Gardens across the road have been trying to go for en bloc quite a lot. Quite a few times already, if I believe correctly. Another one is also Sutton Place that is coming up for en bloc. So there is a good number of slightly older developments in that area. So now, why is that a good thing for you? When they go en bloc and when they come up, they're going to set new benchmark prices, and you being sort of the big brother in that area is definitely going to benefit from this. But yes, Spanish Village is also a huge land plot. I think pretty good chance that it's bigger in size. On that note, maybe let me check, since I do have all this. So now Leedon Green's land size is about 35,000 square meters. Spanish Village is, yeah, managed to find it. Let's see, Spanish Village. Search for that while I grab a drink of water. Yes. Oh no, smaller. Spanish Village is 30,000 square meters. So Leedon Green is still going to be the big brother in that area. So benefits of being the one of the bigger developments in that area. More units for sale, easier to pop up in people's searches on Property Guru, yada yada yada. Why big is always better. Okay, and especially for the CCR big. Hello, sorry to interrupt. We'd like to take the opportunity to thank you for watching the video, and also to share why we do what we do. Is to empower consumers with hard facts and figures, quality research and real-life examples to allow them to make the most informed property decisions. So if you found our videos useful, the only thing we ask for is for you to smash that like and subscribe button so that the YouTube algorithm can push out our videos to more consumers. Thank you, and back to the video. It's better because they tend to see a lot more smaller developments over there, so it's quite rare to have a big development lah, okay? So en bloc, right, they will come in, set new benchmark prices, making you look cheaper and also bringing out the sort of attractive aspect of your development lah. Okay, number 3, product offering / lack of supply. So what do I mean by this? So with this, maybe I can go to HProp to share with you guys. So I'm going to just use this example to share with you guys how do I find the kind of prices of the resale properties in the area in an easy way, right? Sort of a cheat code on Property Guru. Actually, a lot of people don't know Property Guru sort of has this function, which is the map function. And when you use the map function, or you can just zoom in, zoom out, and this is excellent for you to find out your competition within the area. So what I did, I zoomed into the Farrer Road area. So this is where Leedon Green is, right? So I want to find out, let's say I want to buy a one bedder, right? I want to find out, what are the other one bedders in the resale market looking at. So now let's take a look. So what are the other one bedders in the market asking for right now? And am I paying way higher? So you look at this. In this area, within 1 km of Nanyang Primary, there's only 33 one-bedders available in the market right now. And if you go lowest price, the cheapest one is at the Asana at 1 million. But we very quickly come up to 1.19, 1.16, but that is at the Leedon and Poland and Blue. If we add in the filter for freehold and 999, you see that number dropping to just 10 units in the Farrer Road area within 1 km of Nanyang Primary. Right. So why this is interesting is because think about it. I do sense this potentially happening in the foreseeable future. With CCR, with everything getting more and more expensive, right? It somehow or other may reach a point whereby some people cannot afford to move or to buy a property within 1 km of the school that they want to put the kids in. So if they are creative about it, one thing they can do is to buy an investment property within 1 km. And then just change their address over there, and then to put the kid inside lah. So obviously, technically you have to be staying inside, so you likely cannot rent it out. But you just have to register your address there for 30 months, and then you can utilize the address already, and then use it for address. Then moving forward, pass it down to the next parent that needs something like that. This is something that you see happening in the Balmoral area quite a fair bit, to be honest. Yeah, and your competition over there, other than small developments like the Asana, not cheap, 1.5 million already, because they are 700 and 800 square feet, as you can see. Levels probably being the only other development that has any sort of supply in the area. So very low 1-bedroom supply over there. Now let's take a look at 2 bedrooms. And I'm just going to use this because another 2 developments we're going to talk about is Wilshire and Hill, which is basically in the same area. So I'm just going to do this exercise once. You get the whole idea of it, and then you get what I mean by I like that they do offer a unique value proposition. So an entry into 1-bedder in Leedon Green, of which out of the 3 new developments, only Leedon has 1-bedders. So pretty good in terms of exit strategy, exit potential, not much competition over there. So 2-bedders, 19 units to compete with, but that number is going to come up quite a fair bit, knowing that Leedon has 300 over 2-bedders. They only, I believe, just now we were saying only 90 plus 1-bedders. Right? So if you're looking, right, on that perspective, on that parameter of like when you want to sell, you want lower competition, maybe a one bedder maybe will have a better choice than a two bedder. So this is again how we tend to suggest to clients, right? If you're already stretching your budget to a two bedder, while the normal common sense a suggestion is to still get a two bedder because you think it's easier to sell. This is next level stuff, another level, another layer you can add into your whole evaluation. Right, two bedders, you want to look at the price points, right? Asana 1.34, but once you look past Asana, you're gonna hit 2 million already for two bedders in that area, because two bedder Spanish Village is 1,249 square feet. Leedon Residence is 1,000 square feet, Gallop Gables is 1,184. So remember, that's what I mean by the old stock. The square footage is very big. So even though they are calling for, you know, because if you have to enter Leedon Green right now, or actually any of the developments down that stretch, right, you're going to be looking at maybe 2.7 all the way up to 3,000 PSF. But even if you're paying that kind of PSF, the quantum wise is still going to be lower than the competition in that area. Okay, I think you guys get the idea. So now let's just very quickly look at some of the three bedders. That number is gonna jump up even more. So the supply is very low because actually Victoria Park lah, Cornwall lah, King's Close, all those is all landed already, which is why there's very little supply also lah. But like I said earlier, right, CCR is undergoing an even more critical supply squeeze because a lot of them don't really want to sell anymore lah, because it's very hard to replace a property like that. So those that you see over here, either they are choosing to exit and just simply cash out from their investments, or their needs-based moves lah. A lot of the time, actually, once you look at the kind of units over here, you can sort of make more sense of what I was trying to talk about. So you see three bedder from cheapest to most expensive. The cheapest three bedder in the resale market right now, down the Farrer stretch, is $3.65 million. Okay, 3.65 million per square feet, 2,300 PSF. You get the idea. Okay, now coming back to presentation slides. So now that's what I mean by product offering lack of supply in that area. Okay, next up, three things we don't like. Okay, point number one, the Leedon wildcard. Okay, so now Leedon is a huge mega development above 1,000 units, right beside Leedon Green, and also now this is the biggest discussion and the biggest headache people have when they are looking to enter into actually any of the three developments that we will talk about later on in that area. Hey, Leedon 99 years, even though 99 years, see funny when if it's going to be a 99-year development with all the freehold around the area, they will say, wow, even though how cheap the 99-year is, right, they will have the concern that, wow, because they got all the freehold, how to buy. But now I swap around, I got 99 and then looking to buy in the freehold, they say, hey, got 99 there, I very scared. Either way, people scared. But, so yes, alright, the Leedon wildcard, because Leedon, another thing about it is that the layouts they have a lot of 1,001 layouts, very different facings, and so their PSF range is very big. Yeah, if you can see, very big. I'll just make it quick so I won't pop over to the other side. I'll just say it out. And do note also, Leedon as a product, their square footage is also very big. It was built a good 10 years back, right? Again, they have two bedders. Their one bedder is already like, their one bedders can go up to 1,000 square feet one, right? Smallest one bedder, 592 square feet. So yeah, they have very different sizes. But because of the size of the development and the layouts of the development, right, you see their range of PSFs are coming from 857 on the low end all the way up to 2,100 PSF. Okay, so the data being all over the place confuses people, and if you don't have a deep enough analysis understanding of how the market works, you're gonna be very fearful. You'll be wondering, oh, next time Leedon transact, right? Leedon recent transaction, we have, you know, the range is huge. We have 1,700 all the way to 2,000. Wow, then if I enter today at 2,700, 1,000 PSF differential, would that next time how I sell, right? So that's going to create a lot of fear, a lot of concern onto people lah. Okay. But yet, that it will be something that people will get across, because you do see transactions around the area, like Leedon being over there has not really affected the profitability of the developments around the area. I think that's perhaps the best way I can help you overcome this particular barrier lah, right? But yes, it will take quite a fair bit of research to get across this little issue over there. Okay, number 2, Farrer Road and flyover. So Leedon Green being flanked by 2 busy roads, it's going to be noisy, so that's probably going to be one more objection that you probably might have to face when you are selling your property out in the future. So of course, just something you take note lah, something to be aware of before you buy into it. Then tough also, because you are then made to decide. Because it's a pretty good like 200 to 300 PSF differential lah, between outward facing and inward facing. And do you pay more for the inward facing or outward facing? You pay 300 PSF more next time. Can you make back or not? Again, right? Not easy to handle on your own. You probably have to do a lot of research before being able to make a decision. Okay. Number 3, first of its kind. What do I mean by that? Again, because it's the first of its kind, being a large development, freehold, and then offering unit sizes of what I have mentioned earlier, one bidders at 400 square feet, 2 bidders at 500 square feet, 3 bidders at 900 square feet, this kind of thing, right? There isn't a predecessor. So for the data focused people, right, which is a lot of you live, because you're watching this video, you may find it, wow, I'm the first person to buy this kind, and next time can sell or not? Is there really a demand for it in the resale market? Again, right, put questions into your head, more questions that needs to be answered before you can make a decision, right? So how do I overcome this? How would I suggest you overcome this? It's to see benchmark prices of the RCR, OCR, and is there demand for something around that price being already accepted in those areas? Okay, I leave you to find out the answer on your own. If you need the answer from me, you can check with me as well. Okay, but yes, that is just an issue. So you know what? Basically, is there going to be a resale demand for 900 square feet 3 bidders in the Leedon area moving forward? That's one hurdle that you need to cross.